So, Chris, why are these cats and dogs riding kites?
Oh, yes, they are. Look at this.
Oh, amazing.
Oh wait, show them the thing where you could send the cats off in the Buddy Plaza and then see them in the gathering.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I just sent them out, and I forgot
I
to.
love that they're all ninjas.
Yep, and then they're just into the breeze.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you can send them on submarines right here, and then if you're fast enough, you can. That's where I am now.
Hmm.
You can go to the gathering hub, and they just pop up right here. Oh yeah, there they are. Look.
Oh, that's awesome. They just pop up in their little
Yeah,
submarines.
and they're like, "What's up?" And then they go down the river. Good for them. Let's fucking.
So, Chris, is your character based on High Noonman, or is that just a coincidence?
It's just I like this armor because I get to be a cowpoke. My hunter's name is Aowen, and she is a lady.
Ah, that would make sense based on the name. I'd only seen them from the back, so I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I am no man.
I am no man. I am a high noon man.
I am a High Noon man.
That's no man.
That's a high.
That's a space
man.
station.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to incorporate that.
That's no man. That's a space man.
No. Just like any man.
Mhm.
Getting any of this?
Yeah, thanks. Those are fucking gigantic. What is happening? Is that
yeah,
is that your great sword? It looks like wings.
Is something up? Is something wrong?
No,
No.
no, you're cool.
Everything's okay.
Shit.
Do I have something on my face?
Hey.
Hey, hello, hey, hi, hello.
Hi, hello, hi.
I'm
I need healing. Oh, hi, hello, I need healing.
I'm Chef Goldblum.
Are you having fun, Tim?
The speed is sick.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
Have places to go.
Gotta follow my
Oh,
rainbow.
my rainbow.
Can't stick around. I gotta keep moving on.
Wait, shit! There are more lyrics after that.
Yes, there are plenty.
I refuse to accept this.
What lies ahead? Only one way to find out.
Let's keep on moving ahead. No time for. No, stop. Wait, I just realized my Switch is low on battery.
Oh, I think there's a charger over here.
Take my lead and set you free. Follow me. Set me free. Touch me and we'll escape from the city.
I'll just sit in that seat. Thank you.
Mhm.
I have switched places, so now you may hear my voice differently.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
It is still me. It is not a body snatcher who has replaced me.
Also, why is Jordan's icon not showing up on Discord?
I don't know. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, it's strange.
It's because
Anyway,
they're in the same place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Jordan lives like 10 minutes away from me, but we never see each other.
There is a pandemic.
There is a
cursed
pandemic.
March? Which did that say?
Wet.
These
Wet.
Tim had a very good moment in whichever video it was he was watching today like that.
Oh no, I didn't send that one to Owen.
He sent me. He sent me when Chris, you got hit by something. You're like, "What hit me?" And Tim's like, "Probably a guy."
Yeah.
Press skip it.
But I haven't seen it before.
Sinister swamp shadow.
Monster has no fucking right to have made it out of world. I feel that way about like 50% of the monsters in world.
Yeah.
Kill this fish.
They gotta have Odogaron back. That's definitely one of the ones they deserve to have.
Yeah, exactly. Kuluyaku
Especially because
is
it's yeah.
I was gonna say Kuluyaku is like an okay, like 1-star monster.
It is, but there's like 50 of those
But
exact ones.
yeah, and like,
So,
and World has like 90 of them somehow.
yeah. Yeah, because especially since the Odogaron armor looks like super badass, like I
Oni.
don't know, Japanese assassin type armor. Yeah,
Ooh, nice.
like I feel like that would be a good fit for this game's aesthetic.
And it's like a good compliment to like the Nargacuga, I feel.
Yeah.
And that's based on nothing but vibes.
We're fine.
I got an SQ go.
Oh my god.
Chris, have you seen all the memes about how the Mets are going to finish the season and win the division with a record of 5-3? Because they've played literally 8 games and
That's
they've
very funny.
either been rained out, snowed out, or the other team got COVID. It's like, and you're National League East Division champions with a record of 5-3.
They haven't played since April.
Yeah. I do feel bad for them though, because they've had to play like 6 doubleheaders already.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Granted, I mean, at least they're only 7 innings now, but
And good to see everyone's response to this has been terrible, and it's not just the NHL.
yeah.
I mean, so far, like, the only outbreak that has happened this season is the Nationals, I think.
Yeah, it was the Nationals, which
But
the
also-
Mets would play like 3 times.
Yeah. But also the Nationals, like, super had an outbreak, like Vancouver
Yeah.
Canucks level outbreak.
Yeah.
Not good.
The White Sox players had a chance to get vaccinated, and, like, 90% of the team did, which is very good.
That's awesome.
I mean, it should be 100%, but sports players are dumb.
Yeah. I just hope that means Yermin Mercedes got the shot, because he's the White Sox entire offense right now.
Yeah, just about.
Like the car? Mercedes?
Tim.
No,
Just-
Mercedes from Fire Emblem 3 Houses for the Nintendo Switch.
Beep, beep, beep,
Well,
beep, beep.
that's a cursed idea for a Photoshop.
Just Yermin Mercedes' face on Mercedes.
Yes.
Didn't you say his nickname is some dumbass?
No, it's just sometimes people call him Carman because just like how people call Mike Trout Fishman because it's like jokingly shrugging off their accomplishments.
Mhm.
The Fishman at least had a good movie.
But the White Sox are like, he is the Yerminator.
I kind of like Yerminator.
I mean, I like it too. He seems to like it a lot too, which, like, more power to him, because that dude's fucking awesome. Been
Hey,
in the
this
minors
fight
for
seems
fucking-
exactly the same to me.
I mean, yeah.
I was told they changed it to make it good.
Really?
That's what I
Don't
read.
believe
Don't believe his lies.
Where's that from?
I believe.
I think it's from Memento,
That makes sense.
Yes.
a movie I've never seen, but had a friend
Oh, really?
who would not shut the fuck up about it when it came out, so I know everything about it.
Yeah, that sounds like a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yep.
Wait, Chris, what did you just say?
Don't believe his lies.
Did you say people wouldn't shut up about it when it came out when you were 5?
Did it come in like? It came out in 2000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Mhm.
Never mind then. It was like in
Yeah.
8th grade, which was around when like Christopher Nolan was like doing all of his shit that people wouldn't.
I mean, that was Dark Knight year.
That it
Yeah.
was Dark Knight. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Holy
that
shit.
movie has for a long time been one of the, like, I've watched movies. kind
Yeah.
of movies.
Yeah. I like Memento.
Yeah.
I like Christopher Nolan before The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, excuse me.
I watched his one movie.
What about The Prestige?
Prestige, I think, was post Batman Begins, pre Dark Knight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was like 2006, if I remember
So,
right.
which I've heard that movie's good, but I've never seen it actually.
It is pretty good.
I'm sure it is Christopher Nolan good, which is kind of its own category.
Yeah, it's 2006 is when it came out.
Where there's kind of a lot you have to just like put aside.
Yeah.
Totally devoid of human emotion.
Right. You have to accept this is going to sound like people reading a script.
Yeah. Oh, he also came out with Insomnia before The Dark Knight, or Batman Begins.
I've never heard of that one.
I don't remember that.
That's where, in a rare cast, Robin Williams plays the antagonist.
Robin Williams is in a Christopher Nolan movie?
Yeah, with Al Pacino and Robin Williams.
You know what? I think I have heard of that. Do people like that one?
Yeah, people enjoyed it. Lots of people were like, holy shit, Robin Williams is scary when he's a bad guy. Have you guys ever heard of the movie 1 Hour Photo?
Yes.
No.
It's
Speaking of your
That's the one
name,
where he's like a
wait,
photo guy and he's stalking a family.
Oh,
yeah, he's like a really creepy guy who like edits photos. He works at like a CVS or a Walgreens or something.
Yeah.
But there's a scene in it that gets memed because there's a kid buying a toy, and Robin Williams comes up and he's like, "Oh, what you buying there, kiddo?" And he's like, "Neon Genesis Evangelion," and it's like literally a Neon Genesis action figure. So there's just like a meme video of someone like, little boy explains Neon Genesis to Robin Williams.
And Hideaki Anno weeps silently in the background.
Oh yeah.
you have to assume that happens in every video about Evangelion.
Mm. Yeah, it's like one of the like automated Avas from End of Evangelion.
Never before have I so related. Sorry, Tim, I spoke over you.
That's the worst kind of thing to buy a toy of.
I know.
might have been
It's great because the kids, the guy, Robin Williams is like, "Oh, is he a good guy?" And he's like, "Yeah," and he has a sword. I'm like, "Did you watch the movie?"
Like, not only is he not a good guy, but he does not have a sword.
Yeah, and also he's not a guy. He's just a
Everything you
robot.
said was wrong.
Yeah. Because in the
fact,
video where it's like he explains Evangelion to Robin Williams, it smash cuts to when they are ripping Asuka's guts out.
Yeah.
He's a good
At
guy.
least the guts of her Ava, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah.
Her mom.
Yeah.
Her mom or
But
something.
also her, because they're connected by their nervous system.
They're connected by. I didn't put any thought into it, but people think I did.
They're connected by
Yeah.
a giant.
Oh, you came.
They're affected by, I didn't watch the first season of this show.
Yeah.
Remember when this was a Monster of the Week show?
Because it didn't look gay enough.
Never before have I related more to the director of a property that I don't like.
Yeah. I can guarantee you Anno probably hates Evangelion at this point.
Oh, I didn't even send you that tweet of an interview. Like it was a couple screenshots on Twitter of an interview with Anno after having directed the final Evangelion movie or whatever, and they were like, "So, is there more coming in the Evangelion franchise?" And he's like, "No, this is the last one." And they were like, "Do you feel any like strong emotions about this being the last one?" He's like, "No, it's done."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, that seems about right."
It's
Yeah.
like I was like 24 and in a weird place when I made that. I'm a very different person. Can we just?
Yeah.
Can we all
Not
move
my
on?
patient. I don't give a fuck about it at all.
Yeah. I just want to make Shin Godzilla 2, please.
Yeah,
Thank
right.
you.
Like this is just bankrolling things I actually
It's
care
going
about.
to do. It's actually going to be good. I know.
I know.
I still need to watch Shin Godzilla.
You should.
It's-
It's good.
It's like 70 to 80% a fantastic movie, 30% Japanese people trying to play an American character that's fucking awful.
Oh, yes. It sounds like the perfect movie.
No, it couldn't be any worse.
Oh, it's gonna wake up because I fucking slicinged.
Ah, okay.
Apparently, Hideaki Anno has an asteroid named after him.
Okay.
Cool.
I only found that out because I was typing in Hideaki Anno into Wikipedia, and it said, or the asteroid.
No, I met the man.
I met the man.
Isn't there a big asteroid in Gunbuster or something?
Yes. I think so.
Or maybe it was just, what's the thing that the time dilation happens at? Isn't it like a lost ship or something that they have to go on to?
Yeah, and it like, I forget, it's some weird like space-time continuum bullshit happens, and then all of a sudden they're like way in the future.
I mean, it's basically the fucking Interstellar thing, like 20 to 30 years before he did it in Interstellar.
Right, yeah.
Like time dilation makes it so that they come back still as like teenagers, and all of their friends are like in their 30s,
Yeah.
Me.
and they're like, "This is fucked up."
An American director just fucking ripping something off from an animated movie from Japan. When?
That never happens.
What?
Especially not Christopher Nolan, Paprika.
Yeah.
Let's see how you can rip off the spice. Oh, you're talking about chili powder now. I understand.
Yes.
Like, this fight has been going on for 10 minutes, and I feel like this fucking thing hasn't done anything.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. It's a big dumb mudfish.
And it
that
runs around
sometimes
and then it
goes
swims
under mud.
around.
He sometimes goes under mud, meaning you can't hit him,
Yeah.
and then does not much after that.
You have to wonder if it was just like some fucking nerd who worked for NASA and was like, I'm gonna name this asteroid Hideaki Anno.
No one's heard about him before. Only me.
I love Nadia the Blue Water.
Why
That
did
wasn't like a
he
nerd
became a
costume
koi
thing.
fish in an instant?
You know, people not loving Nadia the Blue Water is why it's like a part of the reason why Anno was depressed as fuck when he started Evangelion,
Yeah.
because that show just did not do well, even though he wanted it to be like his big fun adventure show.
Yeah. His Miyazaki film.
Exactly, yeah.
Tim, you've
And
watched
it's
Gunbuster,
still
right?
probably better than Children Chase Lost Voices.
I mean, yeah, probably. Movie that just doesn't have any identity.
Yeah.
And its soundtrack, also by Tenmon from 5 centimeters, is just a perfect example of how that guy can't write for orchestra.
Yeah.
Some of the most uninspiredly, like, boring orchestral music.
Mm.
It's like, you should have just made it all piano again, dude.
I feel like Boston has had 9,000 hits in this game, and all of them have been weak contact off the bat, and it's infuriating.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tim, have you watched Gunbuster?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you think I would like it?
I think you'd love it.
I should watch it.
I mean, there's pitties and stuff, but, like, you know.
I like Gurren Lagann. I like Kill la Kill. Like,
That's true. Yeah, I think you would like it a lot, because
Yeah.
you're basically going to watch it and be like, oh, okay, so that's where the entire mecha genre like came from, sort of.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly.
The entire like Gurren Lagann type show.
Yeah. And the famous
Well, also-
Gynax pose.
Yeah, it's got a lot more. I don't know. There's a lot of interesting stuff that happens in it, even though it's just kind of like it's like what, 6 episodes?
Yeah, it's only 6 episodes.
wait, really?
Just like some random 80s OVA. Like
Mhm.
it's not like boring. Like there's a lot of interesting concepts, like the time dilation thing that
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe had been explored in some Star Trek or something, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just assume there's enough Star Trek that they have explored every sci-fi concept before
Yeah.
something else.
And even ones that don't make sense, like a planet that's 1930s America. It's like, oh, So that's
So
what.
much. Like sometimes I catch a little bit of Star Trek on MeTV or whatever when we just have it on in the background.
Mhm.
And so much of that show is just well, we got a 1930s set for this week, so let's write an
Yeah.
episode about that.
Yeah, it's like we're on a planet where it's 1930s America, but it's the whole planet.
Like, it's hilarious that they're in the Starship Future Times or whatever, and yet every time they're off the ship, they're just in like some modern day location because
I
they
know.
didn't have the budget to actually do anything futuristic with the show.
I know.
Starship Future Times.
They like warp onto like a planet where people are just like farming normally.
Yeah.
Like, what? This okay?
This is a version of the world where industrialization never happened.
Yeah. Wow, convenient.
Yeah. So happy that every single alien we've encountered is a humanoid.
Yeah, it was really a human being.
They all speak English.
Yeah.
What's that noise?
It's doing something.
Yeah, I was playing Animal Crossing on my Nintendo Switch, and I was putting the Joy-Cons back into the dock.
It was a long ass fight, man.
How is it not limping yet? I've used like so much of my ammo.
Also, Chris, please tell the Oakland A's to be bad again.
Oakland, I don't know why you think I have control over that.
Because you are Mr. Baseball.
It's him.
Oh,
You're the guardian deity of baseball.
why didn't anyone tell me before? I could have abused this so much. I like went to 11 White Sox games in 2019, and all I saw were losses.
You're a laissez-faire god.
Oh.
You gotta go on a quest to replay your power by uniting with the baseball teams against the
More like a fair weather god.
I don't know, stickball. Stickball.
I have no idea what the fuck Jordan just said.
Me
Something
neither.
about stickball.
Chris, it's better that you don't listen to me.
Okay.
I apologize, guys. I'm trying to take a good picture.
How dare
So if you see me just strafing around,
Is that why this fight is taking 20 fucking minutes?
no, I just started this. Ah! Oh, I missed my chance. Come on, look at me. He hasn't even looked at me this whole time.
No pictures.
There we go. That was a pretty good one. Because this game is also Pokemon Snap. Except you murder them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, let's be clear here. Those Pokemon are, they're people who murder Pokemon.
Far out.
How else do you think they get beat?
This is the literal most ammo I have ever used in a single hunt.
Hey, look, he's capable. Should we cap him?
Probably.
And this?
Man, can MLB.com
Really?
make the free game of the day not the worst one?
Who is it?
What?
MLB.com has a free game of the day that you can watch without having a subscription, but it's always like, did you want this last place team versus this last place team? It's
I
like,
mean, that's
oh, well,
Not surprising.
no, not at all.
I only had 17 normal 2-shots and 23 spread 1-shots left in that hunt. I used all but 40 shots.
I mean, you're talking to the guy who re-ups his ammo at the fucking tent like 4 times during a hunt.
I mean, that's just because you're a Pierce addict.
I mean, well, for the Nargacuga one, like the only thing you can fire is Pierce, pretty much. But yes, I am familiar with the concept of using up ammo.
Owen.
Yes,
Tim told me you have read some Murakami novels.
I have.
I read Kafka on the Shore and enjoyed it. Can
Oh,
you
nice.
Can you
That is
recommend
one-
something to me?
One of his other novels?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my go-to for people who are trying to get into Murakami is After Dark, because it's an easy read. You get kind of a taste of how his writing is, but it's not quite his normal batshit, off the wall stuff.
Right.
But I also really enjoyed Wind Up Bird Chronicle.
Okay.
That is a good one. That one's long, but it is a good read.
The one I was thinking of going to next was 1Q84.
Ah, okay, so you're going for the big boy.
I mean, I figure why not? And after I finished Kafka, I was reading around, and people were like, I mean, we have some problems with his depictions of women. And I'm like, that's completely valid. And
Yeah.
a lot of people were saying 1Q84 was like his best about that.
Yeah, that's true, because that's, I think, isn't Kafka and 1Q84 also the main character is a woman.
Yeah. Yeah, but there are some troubling depictions in that book in general.
Yeah, it doesn't. If you ever read Wind Up Bird Chronicle, it doesn't really get much better.
Okay. I mean, there was like a vivisection of a cat that was like almost impossible for me to actually read.
Oh, okay. Nothing really bad happens to animals in that book, or in Wind Up Bird Chronicle, but there is a very graphic depiction of some atrocities that happened in World War II in Mongolia. That
Oh,
took
okay.
me to get through.
But that's like also because it's so graphic and matter of fact that also makes like the surrealism so cool.
Yeah, he's got a very interesting writing style. I always like to warn people that, like, on the back cover of his books where it gives you the synopsis, be prepared for that to not happen until about halfway through the book.
But yeah,
It's like in Wind Up Bird Chronicle, it's like his wife leaves him, and it says that on the back of the book, but I was at like page 320, and I was like, is she going to leave him?
prove it.
Memories playing with your perception.
Yeah. So I mean, I really enjoy his writing. I mean, I don't think I've read enough to make a solid consensus on his depictions of women, because there haven't really been a lot of women in this book or the few books I've read. But he's also Japanese, so.
Ouch, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm used to reading authors who I enjoy, who that is an incredibly valid criticism of their writing.
Yeah. But I do appreciate his love of music, because he always goes out of his way to, like, if like the character's in a diner, he'll be like, oh, this track by, Dizzy Gillespie is playing. And so, like, I'll go and try and find it so I can listen to it.
Yeah, tons of just jazz and classical referenced all over the place.
Yes. Which is cool. I always appreciate that.
Thick, gooey dango.
I saw that, like, as you started reading.
No. Thick, gooey dango.
Yeah.
Got anything to add, or were you just repeating?
I'm adding it.
Oh, what? Oh, what?
No, what?
What?
What's that?
Dango breaking my heart. Sorry, that was supposed to have been sung.
Yeah, you're supposed to sing it.
The dango breaking my heart.
I didn't realize until just then that that's what that was supposed to be.
But also, Chris, if you do end up, do you like reading physical books, or are you more of like an audiobook / Kindle person?
I used to be a Kindle person. My Kindle is dead, and so are like all of my Agatha Christie books. And I just, I just spent the entirety of my stimulus making a nice little home library. So I'm going all in.
Yeah, hell yeah. Because that is one of the other things I can say about Murakami's novels. Get the vintage publications of them, because their covers are awesome.
I do like a good listen. I judge books by their covers. It's the literal thing that's supposed to sell you on the book.
I know. I was literally just talking about this with someone where I'm like, it's the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do with the book cover. It's like the whole point is to entice you to read the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it couldn't do that, then it was not a successful book cover.
Right.
That's why, like, I love mystery books because of I just read so much Agatha Christie in high school. But like, anytime I go to a mystery section in like a Barnes and Noble or whatever, I'm like, all of this looks like it sucks.
Yeah.
And also,
Extremely dark background with like either a gun or a man that you
Yeah.
can't really see too much of.
and all of it is like, oh, you like mystery books? How's 10,000 James Patterson novels sound?
Yes. Mhm.
I'm like,
The man who invented mystery,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, it's like, no, I want like just classic detective romps. I don't want like,
Right.
uh,
Alex Cross. That was a running joke we had at Half Price Books, is that it was James Patterson's life's dream to be in every single section of a Half Price Books. Because he has golf books, he has romance novels, which don't, I mean, not that you read romance novels anyway, but like if you're gonna read one, don't read a James Patterson one.
is he one
He's
of
got
those
like
guys?
young adult and teen books, like
Is he one of those guys that just like rents out his name and has ghost authors all over the place?
yeah, more recently especially, it'll be like this person, but also James Patterson. That was another running joke that we had, that James Patterson is not a real person.
Now that I
He's
believe.
they just got a stock photo of someone, and then just like a conglomerate of writers. Hello, I am James Patterson.
I read and I don't I write the books.
There's no boy writer. It's like everywhere. John Grisham.
Oh God, John Grisham's even worse.
Yeah, that's like I always get that mixed up.
Yeah, it's like, did you want the same courtroom drama 900 times, and also his one book called Playing for Pizza? It's about a guy who sucks at baseball, so he goes to Italy to play baseball, and they're so poor that they play for pizza. That is the literal synopsis of the book.
Other than that, it's just the TV show Night Court.
Yeah. Did you like The Lincoln Lawyer? How about The Firm?
Something Pelican Brief.
Yeah. You could literally build houses out of how many copies of John Grisham books are sold to a half-price books in a day.
Sounds like a market inefficiency.
It is.
That we're not doing that.
Yeah, like everyone bought The Firm when it came out, and now everyone does not want The Firm anymore. So they're selling it, and it just, they're amazed. It's the same thing with the Da Vinci Code. Like, everyone still has it in their brain that it's like this amazing book that still sells well, but it's not 2005 anymore. And so, like, we would have people, it's like, I can give you a literal quarter for this copy of Da Vinci Code, and they're like, what?
Look, I already have.
Do you know who wrote this?
Right now.
It's almost like this book got like 50 editions because it was so popular.
Yeah.
for the
I
past-
know. And also, it was a New York Times bestseller, so literally everyone bought it.
Yeah.
But also, like, Da Vinci Code is just like a fun, stupid little romp, and like I enjoy it because like it's kind of just like that dumb mystery vibe that I enjoy, but like it's so overblown as like some super genius
Yeah.
whatever. It's like, I mean, it's just a kind of dumb, fun book. I feel bad saying I like it now.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't feel
it's,
ashamed.
it's fine that people enjoy it. It's just like, don't act like it's fucking written by William Shakespeare. Like,
Yes, yeah. It's like the same thing with Angels and Demons. I mean, they're basically the same book, but
yeah. With different titles.
And then he wrote other ones, and no one cares.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, but you know what? At least they have different content, unlike what the 50 Shades of Grey and Twilight people are doing, where they're just rewriting the same book, but from another character's perspective.
Yeah.
It's like, did you want Twilight, but from Edward's perspective this time? It's like, I didn't want it originally.
Did Do you want Twilight, but the unborn fetus of Bella's daughter this time?
Unborn fetus who was like romantically linked to an adult.
To a
Yup.
wolf or whatever. An adult wolf.
An adult wolf.
Adult- and yet they'll still sell, and it's amazing, and I don't get it.
There was kind of like a Twilight renaissance recently. Like people were talking about it.
Yeah.
For some reason.
People definitely kind of like.
Yeah, well, it's because that book came out, the one that was from Edward's perspective.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like it's on its like 10-year cycle now, where people are fucking looking at them and being like, "Were these as awful as everyone said?" It's like sorta.
Yeah, I mean, they're still the same books.
Yeah. They're still the same books, but now it's not 2008, which almost makes it even worse.
Right. I mean, that happened to a much lesser extent because I don't think they're as bad, but like the Hunger Games, like they went through a cycle where everyone wanted them and then no one wanted them. And then she's like, I'm going to make a prequel book. And then they all started selling again.
There's a prequel book?
Yeah, it's like Songbird and something else. I forget what it's
I've absolutely read that prequel book.
Have you? Was it good?
It was good, actually.
Oh.
I still really liked Hunger Games and still think they're overall very good books. And
yeah, and it's not. I'm not trying to knock the Hunger Games because like it's better than Twilight by a mile, even though it. Or no, it's the Divergent series is basically just a Hunger Games fan fiction.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It kicked off that genre.
So many
But
like new YA novels are just like fanfics of other older YA novels.
Yeah.
I know.
like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair. It sets off trends, which is very normal in like any.
Right. I mean, Twilight is just a Buffy the Vampire Slayer fanfic. It just like 100% is that.
That Stephanie Meyer wrote while listening to Muse and My Chemical Romance.
Yes. And if you think about those two things, that is exactly what came out.
Yep, exactly. Which is why Muse is so heavily involved in the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Well, not them specifically. It's just their music is used a lot in the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. The soundtrack is by fucking Alessandro Desplat.
Yeah, that's right.
It was the first time I heard any of his awful music.
Mm-hmm.
Which Harry Potter did he do?
It's not that bad.
6,
It's not.
I think. Or no, he did 5?
What?
Which Harry Potter did he do, Tim? Was it 6 or 7?
He did 7 and 8, the films.
7 and 8, okay.
Oh, right. There were 8 of those.
Yeah.
And in 7, they just reused fucking Nicholas Hooper's Dumbledore death cue on top of Snape dying, which is just miserably bad in multiple ways, but also just like lazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got a new composer.
Yeah, like that's the whole point. And I mean, obviously they used the John Williams cues too, but that's because they became synonymous with the franchise.
I mean, we just watched up the second Harry Potter recently, and it's just like, it's so sad to think about how much of an identity was just like fucking thrown away for that franchise. Like,
yeah, after John Williams left.
Yeah. Like, how would you not make it an extreme, like, #1 priority to keep John Williams, the guy who, like, made one of the most recognizable themes ever for your movie?
Yeah. And it's not like they didn't make money. Like, Harry Potter is one of the highest grossing franchises of all time.
What I'm sure it was just a scheduling thing. But, like, because he was also doing all the Star Warses at that time.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
It's still, like... And I think Patrick Doyle did, like, as best a job as he could, but the two guys after him just kind of fucking sucked.
Yeah. Because it was, what, Nick Hooper and...
Yeah, and Desplat.
Yeah, that's right, okay. Desplat.
Hooper was on for 5, right?
What'd you say?
Hooper was on for 5, right?
5 and 6.
Okay, because there's one Q in 5 that I still really like, even if I'm sure a lot of it now is nostalgia. The Dumbledore's Army Q.
Yeah, I mean that one's alright, I guess.
It's like I mean it's the anime upbeat clarinet tune.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, none of the music
Patrick
is
Doyle did 4.
none of the music is terrible. It's just it's far and away worse than John Williams.
Oh well,
Like,
I mean,
it's-
yeah,
It's like, oh, I'm actually writing for a British drama and not a high fantasy magical school show.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
so-
basically what those movies became. Is
everything
Just
went
kind of-
wrong when the third movie happened, in every way.
Yeah.
you always say that. But
Well, because that's because the entire
John
tone
Williams is
shift.
still there.
Isn't that when they lost Chris Columbus?
That is when they
Yes.
lost Chris Columbus, and they're like, these kids are just wearing street clothes, even though, like, a whole big deal in the book is that they don't understand Muggle street clothes.
Yeah.
And it's just an aesthetic change.
Mhm. Well, and I feel like the movies themselves just were shot darker after that.
They
Like,
were. And I mean, the franchise gets to it, but like, it literally is like a 180 tone shift
Yeah.
between the first two and like, I mean, by the time you get to 5, it's like, what the fuck are these movies anymore?
yeah, yeah.
So grimdark.
Which one was the one with James?
That was 4.
4. That feels like when it should have like switched on 3.
Probably. I mean, 4 in a lot of ways is more fun than 3, but
Yeah, 4 is my favorite book.
4 is Haley's favorite book too.
What
Yeah.
happened in the third book? Remind me.
That's the one with
Werewolves.
Sirius Black and
Yeah. It's like the one that Voldemort doesn't actually show up in.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you learn all about, like, Harry's parents and their friends and all that.
Except in
Yeah.
the movie you don't.
Except in
Okay.
the movies you don't.
I completely put 3 out of my mind.
Is that when they introduced the Marauders map too?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is the extent to which they explain anything.
Yeah.
I know has always been a sticking point for Chris, and
Correct.
after Haley explained it to me, I kind of understand why. Because I'm like, she was saying all this shit about Peter Pettigrew and like their little like club that they had going on and how they all turned into animaguses and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know any of that shit. What
Yeah.
are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Because they
it's-
don't talk about it at all.
And it's like a lot of fun, and like so Fred and George having the map and stumbling upon it like fits so well because it's just like they have the same personality.
Mhm.
Yeah. Adventurous, but
Troublemakers.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lovable scumbags.
No, but she was saying how Harry's dad turned into a stag as his animagus, and I'm like, what? I thought that was literally just his fucking whatever, Patronus.
Yeah,
like,
and that's why it's cool that that's his Patronus.
Yeah.
it's just his like whatever spirit animal or some shit was just
Right.
stag. I don't.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like, I don't even remember if this is in the movie because I haven't watched any of them since the 8th one came out. I don't think, but like, there's the whole thing where, when he passes out before all the Time Turner stuff, he's like, "No, my dad fucking saved me in Sirius Black. I saw my dad because of the fucking Stag Patronus situation."
Yeah, but it's like it's him. Whoa.
Yeah, that does happen. That's kind of the big point.
Right. Gotta love them time paradoxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just will never be able to find it in myself to reread those books.
That's fair.
I don't even
Yeah,
have them
I mean-
displayed in my library. They're like fucking tucked away.
I mean, fair point. I enjoyed reading them. I don't have a desire to read them anymore, mostly just because it's like I've already done that. But also, I don't want to. I don't like turfs, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I do just enjoy that the internet has collectively agreed that Hatsune Miku wrote Harry Potter.
Anyone that gets
Any trouble, yeah, any troubled author or media creator.
I've said this before, but like that personally, like that works for me for like Minecraft, but for Harry Potter, it doesn't work because I just see so much of her fucking worldview in Harry Potter
Yeah.
that it just.
Well, and the problem is Microsoft bought Minecraft and they just fucking erased that guy's name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
he's
like,
not
nope,
from
you're
Minecraft.
gone.
But J.K. Rowling profits from Harry Potter constantly because she has like kept an iron grip on the rights for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's where it becomes a weird gray area.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, if you already have the movies on DVD and you enjoy them, like, she's not getting any more for that.
Right.
Or have the book.
Or is she?
It's like, yeah, that's something most of the actors seem to like realize that. Oh, yeah, she's a shithead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Voldemort.
Well, him and Hagrid.
Yeah.
They were both like, I don't fucking get it. What's with these trans people? That's what,
Yes.
these trans people are very mean to J.K. Rowling, who gave me like $25 million.
Yeah,
I'm
to act one thing, and that's the only thing I'll ever do in my life.
It might be true for Hagrid, but like Ray Fiennes is like actually, yeah, he has like a career. He doesn't need her.
Yeah.
But he does
They
need to be an
clearly-
old white British man.
Yes.
Whoa, what the fuck were you doing?
Some Pip Pip Cheerios going on.
Pip Pip Cheerio. Royal Ludroth is British.
Mm-hmm.
The Royal Ludroth is a turf.
Royal Ludroth is
He just says
Yeah.
pretty synonymous.
We gotta cancel this motherfucker.
I did enjoy that. I was
uh,
listening to the Super Mega Cast last week, and they talked about Prince Philip, and then he literally died within like 12 hours.
What'd you say?
They on the Super Mega Cast, they were talking about how Prince Philip is just like siphoning other royal family members' life force to stay alive, and then he literally died like 12 hours later.
There was this horrible picture of him, like when he
Yeah.
left the hospital, and people were like, "Oh, he looks like he's dead," and then he died like a week later. It's like, I mean, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 99 years old.
Yes, of course
Yeah.
he looks like he's dead.
People aren't supposed to live.
Because he essentially is.
He's dying.
It's like I'm sure he was a complete shithead asshole, like most people in power are, but like. It's to be like, this old guy looks like he's about to die. It's just like,
As he is currently
Yeah.
dying.
okay. That's
Yeah.
real funny, Twitter. Love it.
Yeah.
I mean, if Twitter thinks it's funny, then you can just know it.
Yeah. No, that it's not. So now Matt Watson claims he's responsible for the death of both Prince Philip and Zaboomafoo.
He mentioned Zaboomafoo before he died, too.
Yes.
He died on the same day as Margaret Thatcher, right?
Who's Zaboomafoo?
I don't think so.
Prince Philip.
Prince Zaboomafoo.
Prince Zaboomafoo.
Rest in peace.
Zaboomafoo finally rid this world of Margaret Thatcher.
Thank God. Now that's
Alright,
girl
so-
power.
So Margaret Thatcher died on April 8th. So let me see Prince Philip.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I saw Scottish people celebrating.
Oh, he
both.
died on April 9th.
Oh, okay. So there are going to be some long weekends in Scotland celebrating those two back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I loved seeing all of the clips on Margaret Thatcher's death day of Scottish people being interviewed about her and just
Yeah. Like, there was one with, like, just, like, kind of older Scottish women,
yes.
and they were like,
That's right.
don't you respect her because she was, like, a powerful woman? She's like, they're like, I don't give a fuck if she was powerful.
Yeah.
Maybe she shouldn't have killed people.
Yeah.
Do you think Margaret Thatcher had girl power?
Yeah,
Do you think she
basically.
effectively used girl power by funneling money into paramilitary death squads?
Yeah. Would you say she's a feminist icon?
Would you say Margaret Thatcher is, quote, on fleek?
Yeah. Gotta love those paramilitary death squads.
Or you'll die.
Argentina loves
you got to love them.
them. You are required to.
This is a threat.
Argentina loved them. By that I mean they did absolutely not.
Yeah, so Chris, not to like jump too far into it, but is that Le Pen in France like a crazy Nazi as well?
Yes, we talk about this in the Ticket to Ride France that will be going up on Wednesday. She is French Margaret Thatcher, essentially.
Oh, good. Essentially.
Granted, that was only well, I mean, only. It is terrifying that she has that big of a lead among French youths, but
Right.
it's not France's whole situation, at least.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of Europeans are as bad as us.
And it also is split amongst like how many people now?
Yeah.
Like 8 or something.
Yeah, so like the far right has probably rallied around.
It's a problem with a multi-party system. The left is too divided.
Well, I mean, but also
Wait, is it-
it's like ranked. I think they have like essentially a ranked choice voting situation because of like how many rounds there are.
Mm.
So that might help.
Yeah, because France isn't first past the post. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm beginning to think we might need to hunt a few things back to back for a while and get some more stronger weapons.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, what are your hammer swings showing as? Mine are like big hits are like 50s,
Yeah, probably about there.
and big hits on the head is like 50.
Yeah, I'm probably pretty close to where I am.
if we do this,
Like, I'm only doing
if we're gonna do this tomorrow with Duncan, I might get off after this and start preparing a dinner.
How little damage hammer does a spit of the head.
A grand dinner, a feast, as you would.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't go that
Not
far.
great.
Just gonna make some food.
Yeah, I'm done after this one.
Are you done for the night or just for like a while?
Yeah.
If you come up,
You know who's done for the night?
you come up.
Prince Philip.
Oh, I'm just wondering who like
He's done for the eternal night.
you soon.
It's complicated. I'll tell you. I'll tell you soon.
By Avril Lavigne.
What?
Complicated?
No, it's a little more complicated
No,
Oh, so Skater Boy.
than that.
but complicated is the most complicated song. Definitionally.
What about Weird Al's parody Constipated?
Constipated, yeah.
Mhm.
It went this
Where at the end of the song he gets decapitated on a roller coaster.
Now that I
That's
don't
true. That
remember.
does happen.
Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, now why'd you have to go and make me decapitated? That's
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
what a genius.
Mm.
You just found any word that rhymes with constipated or with complicated.
Mm-hmm.
No, believe it or not, Avril Lavigne's original song was Constipated, which was the influence.
Mm-hmm.
An
It's
homage,
actually just
if
a
you will.
cover. An homage.
Or homage, as some people say.
Yeah. A homage.
Homage. Please be dead, Royal Uzroth. You're not a 20-minute fight.
Yeah, it's very calf. I'm surprised by how little it's been stunned.
Ah, it's
It's
good to
been
see.
poisoned like 3 times, though.
Yeah,
Good to see that the Mets have given Jacob deGrom his one run of the game.
How very polite.
Yes. The fact that he is 0-1 and he has a .5 ERA makes me want to kill myself.
Whoa!
That make a lot of sense to me.
I mean, I don't understand how the Mets can be so terrible when he pitches. He's the best pitcher in baseball.
Okay, so what you're saying is he's good, but the Mets play terrible around him.
Yes, they just never give. He's literally the two games he's pitched in so far where he got a no decision and a loss. He's given up 1 run
Total.
total.
Yeah, like, I think I saw a stat that like when he gets like 2 runs of support, like it's his winning percentage goes from like 200 to like 700.
Oh, yeah, it's insane. The man has 2 Cy Young awards, and he has a lifetime record of like 72 and 50 or something like that.
Love pitcher wins. What a real
Yeah.
stat.
I mean, obviously, no one cares about that anymore. But it's just like, oh, I wasn't too far off. It was 70 and 52.
I hope enough people care about it to get Mark Burley in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be an older stats ride.
Like, he deserves to get in because, like, no one fucking pitches like him anymore.
No.
And the closest might be Dallas Keuchel, which is very cool.
Yeah. Mark Burley, the speedrunner of baseball.
It's a good
Yeah.
video.
It is a great video. I love Foolish Baseball. Did you see his new video on Giolito?
Yes, that baseball bits, right?
Yeah, baseball bits where Giolito literally asked him to make it. Cracked me up.
Kuliaku. Arzuroso, no.
No. Oh, is that
Brochure said
motherfucker
there'd only
underground?
be a few Arzuroses.
Shit, that motherfucker's underground.
Oh, he's going to sleep. I'm gonna step back for a sec. Okay.
Let's go, Hosey.
Where the hell are you guys?
I'm making my way there.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I've arrived.
Was that 1,000 miles, Chris? But
Yes.
just very quickly. Okay. By the person who I keep wanting to say is Vanessa Hudgens, but I know is not Vanessa Hudgens.
Vanessa Hudgens.
There aren't that many famous Vanessas.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Vanessa
her name.
Hudgens one of them anyway.
It's Carlton.
Carlton, that's right.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Alright,
What?
I found the hole.
Don't.
Why'd you come in from above?
I don't really know these maps that well. And I want to grab some money to play this quest.
Ow.
This guy just has a tiny head under like a bunch of sponge.
No, Giartotis!
No!
I was gonna. He was next. Great Rogi.
Oh, what are they thinking next? Did you say Roji?
Yeah.
Great Jadji. Hmm.
Great Jeji.
Alright, I'll call the Great Rogi the Great Rogi, but I refuse to back off on Badgie.
You do say Badgie. Almost as if you wanted us to comment on
Not really. I'm just.
it.
You don't have to.
This is reloading, guys.
Oh, did I yell that?
Yes.
I,
Okay, I'm reloading.
I got hit by that.
Montana.
It's like, I don't know, there's just some monsters that don't seem as good to fight with Hammer, shockingly. I thought,
Yeah.
I thought Hammer had a lot more
Focus up.
That fight was just too long.
Yeah.
It was 23 minutes long.
No.
Normally our things to be that tanky.
No.
Should have taken like.
Especially for how lame their armor is.
Yeah. It's just not a great monster.
I actually like
Yeah, I like Baby Lagiacrus.
Alright.
Good gun hunt months.
Good bunt.
Good
Shout.
job. Good time.